That is gorgeous. That is actually bloody beautiful. Look at that. Oh, it smells so good. Yo guys, what is happening? What is going on? What is good? Welcome to an episode of Cooking with Omar. Guys, today we're doing my favorite dish. This is nutritious. It's healthy. Builds those gains. Guys, I'm talking about spicy eggs. I am not a huge fan of bland tasting eggs. Salt and pepper just does not do it for me. Although I love eating eggs because it's just super healthy. I'm gonna bring this ISO down a little bit. So I have decided that I'm going to take my recipe from my other curries and I'm gonna merge it into this. And I've created spicy eggs. I'm sure there is a term for this already. I need to figure that out. But for now, we'll just call it spicy eggs. So guys, I have with me here the raw ingredients. I'm gonna take you down. Let's get started. This is, once again, a very tasty dish. Absolutely phenomenal. It's gonna transform your scrambled eggs. So let's go. We have here red onions. I've already chopped it up because onions take me a lot longer to chop up than to make this entire damn dish. And we have 3 cloves of garlic, which I'm going to chop now. Once again, I have already peeled them because peeling garlic for me takes a very long time, but chopping doesn't. So 3 garlic. I like to use between 3 and 4. I'm not gonna make too many eggs today, so I'm gonna keep it, you know, fairly simple. 3 cloves of garlic is enough. We're gonna get a tomato. So you're gonna chop that tomato into 4 pieces, like so. And then we're gonna get ginger, my favorite. We're gonna grate that. We don't wanna use too much for this dish. I normally love using a lot of ginger for my curries and whatever else, kebabs and all that kind of stuff. But for this, we'll keep it, you know, I think that's about enough actually. Look at that, it's beautiful. Look at the colors. I'm gonna turn the heat up to about an 8 because I want that oil to just get super hot. Once again, I think the only unhealthy thing about this dish is the oil. Now have a bit of turmeric powder in there. We're gonna have a bit of chili powder in there. Salt in there, of course, like always. And then we've got, I don't know if I'm gonna call this a wet or dry ingredient, but we've got the Madras, Patak Madras spice paste. I'm not gonna use too much of that, just a little bit. Okay, cool. That's getting nice and hot. While waiting for the oil to heat up, I basically took off the skin of the tomatoes. I absolutely hate when I fry my tomatoes and they kind of just like melt. You have the skin just kind of like crumpled up in there because every time you take a bite out of the eggs or the dish or whatever, you just get that nasty skin. I do not like it. Oh, there we go. Yep, beautiful. Guys, the smell. Oh wow, cool. Okay, that's pretty hardcore. Guys, the smell is phenomenal. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna bring the heat down to about a 6 now because that oil is super hot, but my God, the smell is gorgeous. So what we're gonna do now is, oh, that smell is amazing, is we're gonna add the dry ingredients. You're gonna get like a teaspoon, and I like to go half a teaspoon of red chili powder, a little bit more, quite like my food spicy. Maybe less than half a teaspoon of turmeric. I'm gonna get the patak paste. You probably go half a teaspoon of that. A good indication of when to stop roasting this is when the tomatoes are pretty much melted actually. So once they're melted, once you're able to squish them, once they're easily squished, that's when you should stop. Okay, not as squishable as I thought, so we'll see. Oh my God, the spices are really going down my throat. Now this, like the onions and stuff, are starting to brown. So what I would say is, if you see that your onions are starting to brown, I would then just force the tomatoes to just squish them all up, because sometimes, you know, the tomatoes can be quite firm, whereas everything else is just like burning. You don't want your ingredients to burn. You just want them to roast. Well, oh my God, all this is. While that is cooling down, we need to let it cool down because we're actually gonna get this bad boy, the crusher as I like to call it. We're gonna have to crush it, make it into a bit of a paste. And we're gonna get, I mean, now normally I've got 2 eggs with me. I was gonna use 3 eggs, but I just realized that I only have 2 left. But 2 for me is absolutely perfect. Like that's enough for like 1 dish that will fill me up. If you're gonna make this dish for 2 people, I would say maybe use 3 to 4 eggs. I would say that's cooled down enough. You just want to be careful, guys, because it is quite slippery from the oil. So you don't want to do it too quick, because a few times I have done it quick and it just sprayed all over me and it was hot. See what I mean? You want to just make sure the garlic is mashed nicely, you know? I've got the heat on like a 6, so that's been roasting for a little bit. Once you start hearing that sizzle noise, you're gonna get your eggs, break it in like that. I'm gonna try and crack it with one hand. Oh, success! Look at that. And you're just gonna start to scramble. You're gonna mix those eggs with the masala that we have on here. I feel like maybe 2 might not be enough, but who knows. Now while you're waiting for that to do its thing, you got 3 more ingredients. You've got salt, salted now. I think I might have over salted it, but it's all good. Pepper, I am more than happy to over pepper my dish because I find that pepper with eggs just goes so well. Coriander. Normally people put coriander right at the end, but I like to mix it in while it's still cooking because I just find that the coriander, it lifts the flavor quite a lot. And just start mixing that up like so. Oh, that smells phenomenal. I don't want these eggs to be too runny. Normally with scrambled eggs, you have them quite runny, but with this, I want it to be not too dry. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10 dryness wise, I'd like to have these like a 4 or 5. And we're basically just gonna let the eggs cook now from the heat of the pan rather than on the stove. The way we serve this dish, tortilla. Always tortilla, especially if it's wholemeal, that's the best. You're gonna get your eggs like so, put that right in the middle. You kind of want you want to cup it, you know what I'm saying? You want to cup it like that. That is gorgeous, man. The color is phenomenal as well. I think it's because I used 2 eggs instead of 3. Usually with 3 eggs, like, it's a bit much, but this means that it's just gonna be even more flavorful. Oh, that is gorgeous. Right, I'm gonna take a picture of this and then we're gonna go and try it out. In fact, before we try it out, look at that. That is gorgeous. That is actually bloody beautiful. Look at that. That's nice. That is nice. Oh. Oh, it smells so good. All right, people, we got the dish here, looking gorgeous. So let's give it a try. You want to eat it quite quick when you make it because I find that eggs just get cold very quickly for some reason. Oh my, oh wow. Mmm. Oh, that's amazing. That has a beautiful kick to it. Oh, that is nice. Mmm. Go for one more. Guys, that is, mmm. I think I over salted it a little bit too much, but oh, I nailed it. The eggs, they're not wet, but they're like, when you eat it, it's like mushy. It's really good. I'm gonna go for one more. One more. A nice big bite here. Guys, get a big bite. Don't be a little kid. Mmm. That was actually phenomenal. That is perfect, guys. I'll be honest, like, I used to eat eggs a lot, especially for breakfast. Now, I wouldn't consider this like a breakfast meal because it's spicy and everything. I'd consider this maybe like a lunch meal or dinner meal. But I used to eat eggs a lot, especially scrambled eggs, and I just found that the taste was so plain, it was so bland, and I was getting really sick of it like super quick. So I was like, man, let me just add some spice in there, just make it taste really, really good. And I basically took the masala that I make with most of my curries and I incorporated it into this. I've taken out a few things obviously, but pretty much everything that's in this you can make with a curry. Mixed it into that and it is absolutely fantastic. So guys, thank you for watching once again. Real quick, 1 red onion, 3 cloves of garlic, bit of ginger, 1 whole tomato, chop it into 4, put that all in the frying pan, let it roast, add, you know, I would even say like less than half a teaspoon of chili powder, turmeric, a bit of that Madras patak paste. Roast it, mash it up, put your eggs in there, mix it all up, salt, pepper, coriander. You're ready to go, man. So I hope you enjoyed that recipe. If you did, let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.